Before you swear the witness in, I have one further housekeeping matter, which is Exhibit 15 deposition, Leonard's deposition that is admissible, that would be the issue.
Sorry, are you offering Exhibit 15?
The sponsor of this would have been done, but we stipulated to his testimony, the deposition, and the admission.
Well, what I'm asking you, and I went back and looked, I don't remember now, was it an exhibit to his deposition which he
Yes.
authenticated?
I don't know whether that's the deposition, but we stipulated to its authenticity.
Well, I assume we stipulated to deposition including exhibits, so.
Yeah, if it's all admitted, then there's no misclaims.
All right.
The deposition.
You should definitely give it the truth, nothing but the truth.
I agree.
All right, I see.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dahl. Can you please say your full name and spell your last name for the court?
Christopher Dahl, D as in David, A-U-L.
Mr. Dahl, where do you reside?
Let's see, it's 10 Callejon, let's see what's the next thing. 10 Callejon,
And Mr. Dahl, how long have you resided in the US?
11 and a half years,
And where do you reside before you moved to the US?
New Jersey.
What's your occupation, Mr. Dahl?
Consultant,
What kind of consulting work do
I
you do?
do political consulting.
Were you ever an attorney?
Yes,
Were you an attorney in New Jersey?
yes,
You barred in New Mexico?
no.
And you said that you're a political consultant. What does that entail?
Managing campaigns or assisting in some kind of campaigns, political campaigns.
Are you doing anything other than that?
Yes.
Which campaign do you consult with right now?
A number of campaigns. Sample County Commission candidates, with young men, Adam Gray, State Representative Catherine Cates, County Commissioner, Central County Commissioner Josh Jones. That's it.
Let's go back to the 2022 election cycle. Whose campaigns were you providing consulting work to?
Central County Commissioner Catherine Brock. Trying to remember. Kathleen Cates also in 2022. I think that's it.
Would you also work for a woman named Anna Christopher?
Oh, yes.
And in your consulting work, do you sometimes review and prepare for filing candidates' reports of contributions and expenditures?
Yes.
That's through that work, are you familiar with the requirements of the Candidate Reporting Act?
To an extent.
To what extent?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, there's numerous rules within the promulgated pursuant to the statute, so I didn't go through each and every rule and tell you what it is all the time.
Would you say you have working familiarity with how candidates should report contributions and their expenditures?
Or what do you mean by working?
You testified that you sometimes help candidates prepare their reports of contributions and expenditures. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, basically, it's just counseling them on providing the required information, the address, the amount, the date, the occupation, and then for expenditures, it's pretty much the same thing.
What is Adelante Sandoval?
It's a political action committee.
What's your relationship with Adelante Sandoval?
I'm the treasurer of that.
Were you also founder of Adelante Sandoval?
Yes.
Does Adelante Sandoval have any other officers or employees currently?
There's another one listed on the corporation.
What about that?
No one else is involved.
When was it founded?
In 2014, but I'm just guessing. 2000, something around that time.
Fair to say 45 years ago.
Yes.
And what is Adelante Sandoval's purpose?
Was to raise money and contribute to Democratic candidates.
How do they do that?
By soliciting contributions from individuals or others.
You know what a earmark contribution is?
Without having the regulation in front of me, try to say exact definition.
Do you know who Laura Montoya is?
Yes.
She is with us today.
Yes.
Please welcome her. And so you talking Laura Montoya from the name and how would she be, what did you discuss with her for?
We just discussed some Senate County issues.
What issues?
She asked me how Commissioner Rupp was faring. I think that was basically, we talked about her, having two babies to take care of, and her medical history.
How would you describe your relationship with Laura Montoya?
I would say it's a friend, but also a professional relationship over the years.
What's your professional relationship with Laura Montoya?
Well, she served as Sandoval County Treasurer in my capacity of consulting with Commissioner Brock, different times when I was before Montoya in her capacity as Treasurer.
And when did you first meet Laura Montoya?
I would guess it was 2014, but I can't be sure. I believe that was the year that she was running for the first time as Sandoval County Commissioner. And so I'm pretty sure I met her son.
You guys know her in the context of her campaign for Sandoval County Treasurer?
Yes, as a candidate.
And have you had any involvement in Laura Montoya's electoral campaigns over the years?
Only to the extent of giving her a little bit of advice here and there, but nothing formal.
Let's go to Gary Grant. You know what Gary Grant is?
Yes,
Who is it?
I believe he's a developer,
What kind of developer?
real estate developer.
When did you first meet?
I think back in 2014, 2015.
What was the context in which you met?
I don't recall specifically. I know it was something in the context of some Sandoval County issues, and he was then Commissioner Jameson was.
So it was not the context of the campaign.
It was not to the best of my knowledge.
And have you communicated with Gary Grant over the years?
Very sparingly.
When was the last time you remember communicating with Gary Grant?
Sometime within the last year or so, we did meet with Commissioner Brock and he was in attendance. talk about some real estate development issues.
And was that before or after you made that decision?
I don't recall, because I don't know when the date is position. I don't recall the date.
We can talk about your position.
Oh, my position. Again, I don't recall.
You recall giving that position in this matter?
Yes.
And do you recall, that decision under oath, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to ask you. Ron, may I approach?
Sure.
Ask you to direct your attention to page 18.
So, page?
Page 18. For results. Let me ask you to read. I asked you on line 21 of page 18, you communicated with Gary Plant at all.
I'm not finding page 18 uses pages or not.
It's not tab 18, it's the.
Sure.
I'm just going to ask you on page 18, line 21, if you communicated with Gary Plant at all. What would you answer that question?
No.
And continuing on to the question at the bottom of page 18, I asked, have you had emails or text messages with Gary Plant? And you said, what was your response to that question?
Yeah, it had to be years since I had an email with Gary, if at all, specific.
So is it fair to say that your testimony here about having spoken with Gary Plants and with respect to some real estate issues, after you grew up, heard after this deposition?
Seems to be this.
And you also, is your testimony, well, what's your testimony? Did you have any written communications with Gary Plant since 2021?
No.
Who's Donnie Leonard?
Donnie Leonard is a former Sandoval County Commissioner.
Is Donnie Leonard active in Sandoval County politics?
He's pretty much stepped away at this point. He was more active in the past when I was.
When would you say he was active in
It's hard to put a date on something like that. He may be in an event here and there. But not there.
So you can't recall when specifically he was active.
I'm sorry.
Is it that you have to recall stop being active in Sandoval County politics?
Yes.
I'd refer you to page 121, 16, 20, of your deposition.
Yes, you have been very active.
So is that refresh your recollection at least as of the date of your deposition in October 2022?
Yes.
So, well, at least at that time, you were active in San Antonio.
Yes.
Yes, you, did Sandoval County, did Avalon Sandoval receive a $5,000 contribution from SID Sheriff's Posse Road 1 LLC on September 21st, 2021?
I can't recall the exact date, but it did receive a contribution.
Ask you to take a look at exhibit 1, please. And not your definition, I apologize. There's an exhibit on here to your left, Mr. Bowman. Those are all your hearings. Just exhibit 1, refresh your recollection about when Avalon Sandoval received a $5,000 contribution from
The date is September 21st, 2021, on the check, but I don't recall the date of the check that you received.
Let me direct your attention that exhibit for the, well, not before you get there. No, let's get it. Before we discuss exhibit 3, let me ask you, did Avalon Sandoval also receive a $5,000 contribution from SIP Sheriff's Posse Road to LLC?
Yes.
Around September 21st, 2021.
Well, again, yes.
I've directed your attention to exhibit 3. Do you recognize this exhibit?
Yes, it's bank records.
Who's name is?
I don't want to send it home.
Direct your attention to the text below the heading customer deposits. Do you see that on the first page of exhibit 3?
Yes.
Is this record refresh your recollection about when Avalon Sandoval received the $5,000 contributions from the Sheriff's Posse LLCs?
Well, based upon the date, it appears that I have no personal memory of when a check was given to.
Well, was this, one that,
You're asking me to remember that date, and I don't remember that date. I remember you received your checks, record indicates that deposited and down on the 21st.
your testimony is today that the documents might indicate that you have a recollection of Avalon Sandoval received those documents.
Not at this point.
Let me see if I can try one more thing. Would you read the definition, possibly refresh your recollection?
And we can look at that, but I don't specifically remember dates and what happened on the sheet.
I direct your attention to page 25, lines 1 through 6. So Sheriff's Possibility One LLC gave a $5,000 contribution to unlawfully expended funds September, transfer to 12/21. Sheriff's Possibility Two LLC gave a $5,000 contribution to unlawfully expended funds September 1st. Is that correct?
Yes, I answered correct based upon copies of the documents.
The record is in fact exhibit 3. What was the beginning balance of unlawful samples? Well, actually, let me ask you, what time period is this account stated for?
September 1, 2021 through September 30, 2021.
And what was the beginning balance of unlawful samples bank account for the beginning that stated?
$428.33.
What was the ending balance?
$78.33.
What did unlawful sample do with the $10,000 it received from the two sheriff's possibilities?
There were $10,000 contributed to get paid for.
You know, when that contribution was made?
Not specifically without looking for evidence.
We're looking at the check on page, the final page, which is the three, but the other one.
September 27.
And when did, and is that the handwriting on the check on that page?
Check.
It's the last page.
Yes.
And when did you write that check out?
It's dated September 25th.
So is that check on the fourth page of accurate copy that you wrote to Montoya from Mexico?
I believe so.
Move the admission to the
Any objection?
No.
Exhibit 3 is amended.
You testified that unlawful Sandoval gave the $10,000 it received to your Montoya from Mexico. Why did they make that contribution?
Based on a conversation that had taken place at some point, I was asked to make that contribution.
And let me ask you, you testified earlier that unlawful Sandoval's purpose is to support a different democratic candidates, is that correct?
Correct.
So, did you, at this time, well, let me ask you this, was unlawful Sandoval's, one of unlawful Sandoval's special purposes is to support one of them?
Yeah.
And so, is it your testimony, well, did you feel that you could contribute this money to someone else besides your own way?
I'm not sure how to answer that question. It would be great to have $1 million to contribute to every candidate. But numerous candidates have received contributions from the Senate that year.
And was it your understanding at the time that you received this $2,000 contributions they have been earmarked for contribution to oral protection foundation.
That was my understanding.
What was that understanding based on? Objection to hearsay foundation.
A conversation with somebody, but I don't recall who it was exactly.
Would it refresh your recollections of who provided that earmark instruction to you to review the video recording and interview you had with me in July of 2022? Do you recall speaking with me before your deposition?
Yes.
Would reviewing officer professional action not be one we provide this earmark instruction?
It might. I don't know. I don't recall what was said in that.
For the interview. No, it's not. I could identify this exhibit 26 for identification purposes. Not going to move to admit it until I see it.
Why haven't you done previously?
Excuse me.
Why haven't you done previously?
Well, because I can know that the witness is going to testify, when the witness is going to testify. That's the point.
This is alternative. Some you've seen.
I have.
Using the interview and refreshing recollection.
Yes, yes. Whether it's used for information purposes or
So probably why you hadn't previously exhibits and use it to cross examine. The deposition would be one thing because that's done. This is a statement that you are now there's a constant and also be present. So although you disclose it to the person counsel, you don't listen to sit down concerned about injuries. Unless it's statement of conviction.
Your Honor, if I may, the witness is testifying to the extent it's, well, the witness is testifying using, and I believe anything can be used for pressure, it's a recollection, it's for the, to the extent it's being used, it's being offered as an exhibit for
Not
substance.
offering the exhibit, you just want to use it to refreshing recollection.
Right.
Timestamp.
It's good to 9 minutes. And for the 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Mhm.
Purposes of the record will refer to this exhibit 26, so there's not information.
If you know who he is, what he does.
He's a developer. As far as I know, he was a developer. I think the last thing he developed that I know of was the Beehive residences in Bernalillo. But I know he'd done some development work in the past, and I met him because he contributed to James Dominguez. I believe he contributed to James Dominguez's campaign in 2014 for county commissioner, and that's where I met him.
Do you know, or do you know that Gary Plant is affiliated with SIT Sheriff's Posse Road 1 and 2 LLC?
I did with.
I apologize, Your Honor. It's the timestamp is 11 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's not the correct time, I just get the reason you want to use it.
And so you said you knew, at the time you received.
10:30, 11:40.
Yeah. Okay. It won't update the times I play. Sorry.
And she told, and
I guess they each signed. I do not, I have no idea what those LLCs even do or have done.
All right. I have some text message correspondence that Laura Montoya provided me, in which you sort of sent her a text message saying, "I'm trying to call you, but it won't go through. Try calling me." The message was dated on September 21st, 2021. Do you remember speaking with Laura on September 21st, 2021?
I don't remember specifically. And also, I had deleted texts, which is why you did not receive any from me. Unlike the Secret Service, I did not do it after your request. I did it way before your request because I went through there to find it, and so it was not there. But I don't recall when a conversation was held, but I would imagine I did have a conversation with her.
All right. Do you remember what you discussed with her?
Specifically, no. I mean, if you want to ask me the question, just in full compliance and honesty, I know that they were contributing to the PAC, which I had no idea why they wanted to do that, because I explained to them, that I would record the information on that, and that could make contributions to Laura's campaign. And I believe I was told they're private people. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. I said, but this is all a public record. So, there's no way that we would hide the identity of contributors, doing that way. Everything gets published. So, and they said they wanted to do that. So I did that,
Yeah.
as a friend to Laura.
Yeah. So my understanding of what you're saying to me, and I don't, just to be clear, I'm not questioning the accuracy of Adelante Sandoval's reporting. What I'm curious about is, Adelante Sandoval received a check from SX, these LLCs on September 21st, and the PAC made a sort of the exact same amount of contribution to Laura Montoya shortly thereafter. And I guess what I hear you telling me is that there had been, that because these folks were private individuals, they wanted to kind of route the contribution through the PAC. Is that a fair summary?
Yeah.
Just told me?
Yeah, and as far as I knew, they had no prohibition against contributing directly to Laura. And again, as I said, there was no way, certainly no intent, but certainly no way that you could hide those contributions.
Sure. And was Laura Montoya the one who told you that Gary planned, or that the folks affiliated with these LLCs wanted to make a contribution through you, or did the LLC folks tell you this?
No, I cannot recall an exact conversation, but I believe it was Laura that told me they wanted to make the contribution.
Yes, but at that time, as